the eastern part of the country has continued in sit-at-home without Simon Ekpa?
Of course, before Simon Ekpa came, there was a sit-at-home. It may not be as frequent as what is happening now. Then when Simon Ekpa came on board, he still continue using it, but people complain of a frequent using of it. And when somebody is struggling, I mean, has a particular struggle, there are ways to make sure that people are conscious of it. I think sitting at home is much more than releasing Nnamdi Kanu as at this moment. Something is just dropping. It's like making people remember what you suffered. Like God that used a Sabbath day to symbolize how he rests after 7 days. Like, let's use this one to symbolize, I mean, our struggle, and also dualize his purpose to protest for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So, but on my own side, I'm not looking what that if it is just to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is there any other approach they can use? If you use sit at home for that long and it didn't yield the result, the positive result you expected, it's like this your federal government, they are not sensitive to your sit at home. Maybe people that are much more concerned are the governors, because I've never heard our city president since the era of Buhari coming out to complain about sit at home in the southeast. I don't know how important or how does it affect them, but I want to tell you that our president, anybody that become Nigeria president, some of them they are like ostrich. Even if the money that is coming into Nigeria is reduced, it cannot reduce their salary. It cannot release their allocate. I mean their allowance. It cannot reduce all the little one that is coming in. That is where they will feed them first. That they cannot do infrastructure, or they cannot do that, they cannot do this. It doesn't concern them. The little money that is coming in, they enjoy it. Even if it is a matter of destroying a pipeline, we have witnessed it. When Obasanjo was there were so many struggles in the Niger Delta, and the man don't bloody care. He was moving until Yaradua came, and he said that, well, at this point, we have to do something, and he created something we can call amnesty. So to tell you that these people you are dealing with, they are demons. You are crying, it doesn't concern them. They are callous. So, and I know that Igbo race, they are very, very intelligent. So apart from sitting at home, is there any other way to protest? Is there any other way to demand for the release of Nnamdi Kanu? For instance, now, Nnamdi Kanu, I learned that he also sued the federal government for infringing upon his right, and he sued them for 50 billion naira. Though I saw that the federal government is trying to play, fast game on him, like in the absence of a judge on the day his case want to be entertained. But it's a move. Honestly speaking, it's a move. So the problem is that what you want is so enormous to the extent that it can take many years before you realize it. And historically, we can go back. How many people do you know? How many years South Africa faced apartheid? When God even promised Israelite that he's going to, I mean, it was a curse that came first, that your own children, they will go and be a slave in a strange land. And you know how many years? That year was 400 years. Before God even remembered them, 400 years has passed, and some other years have been added to it. Now, the year that God even decided that he wanted to take them out, he still take God some decades process. So, in this kind of a process is a long process that you cannot. It's not something that you can just grab like that, and that's why I'm calling on Igbo race that slow and steady win the race. Because of impact of sit at home, I have seen it. Many people, many Igbo, they may think that well in the solidarity of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but I'm telling you, there are some untold hardship that we will be facing. Honestly, if to say they say, for the observation or for a particular protest, you people should stay at home. We beg you, stay at home. And some people refuse to stay at home. Then the only thing they do to them is like talking to them. We ask you to stay at home and you don't stay at home, next time it's not going to be easy. But going after people that disallow them, like killing them, maiming people that refuse to sit at home, honestly speaking, you are now you are now behaving like those people that they are complaining that they are terrorizing your people. Now you are now adding salt to the injury of your people. So that's why I'm trying to calling on whomever that is in that affair, if there is another way or there is another method apart from sit at home, or they should reduce it, that maybe every first Monday of every first Monday of month, or every first Monday of every quarter of the year, or anyhow, but consistently every week, asking people to sit at home, and anybody that refused to obey you, you came out with any means to infringe, terror upon them. Then you are using another means of terrorism to counter terrorism. That's the way I see it.
Do you think that as it stands now, the Finland government will likely go into loggerhead with Nigeria over the extradition of Simon Ekpa, which the Finnish government have refused?
Sure. They will be at the loggerhead. Federal government will press for the to bring Simon Ekpa back to Nigeria, and I'm very sure that Finland government, they will not just release him like that. There are some things that they will look at. Nigeria, what is in your judiciary system? Is your judiciary system, is it as strong as that? Do you respect human rights? What is the relationship between even Simon Ekpa and the Finland government? So all these things they are going to put into consideration before they will be discussing extraditing Simon Ekpa. And I have it at the back of my mind. I believe that the Finland government will not release him to Nigerian government, that he will be prosecuted in Finland. If he's found guilty, if federal government or state government has enough evidence to nail Simon Ekpa, they should go to Finland and go and buttress their point. Otherwise, they should forget about bringing him back to Nigeria. Honestly, me, that I'm in Nigeria, I don't trust Nigeria.
But you said Simon Ekpa, you don't know whether he's being released or still in...
Because there are so many news about him. Some people will say that he has been released, but I've not seen him coming out. Me, I've not watched the video where he come out to address us properly. We have seen picture, and I told you that Simon Ekpa, apart from he's a dangerous person, he is also a versatile soldier and a dynamic person. That the way he reasons, honestly speaking, I give it to him. So he can do.
You said
and not do.
You said that we are sharing differences between your likes of Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes. Simon Ekpa, Nnamdi Kanu, to me, is more reserved and even a bit diplomatic in his approach more than Simon Ekpa. And I don't see the versatility of Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is so versatile in his approach, and the way he's taking the thing, the dimension at which he's taking that struggle. Honestly speaking, I'm impressed a bit, apart from the violent aspect of it. And the diplomacy I'm talking about is that maybe if Simon Ekpa will do it, all his approach, like employing people that the lobbyists, like let the whole world know what is happening in Nigeria and the struggle of Biafra, all this kind of thing. But away from that one, but like associating yourself directly to some killing of Nigeria army, to some killing of some people even from the southeast that you perceive they are not thinking along the line your way. I don't buy that idea. But it's struggle. The way he's making a struggle, apart from the violent one, honestly speaking, I like it.
You are from Southwest.
Okay.
What is your take on the continued spreading of Islamist jihadist movement? Are you sure that this is are not part of what the federal government should leave Simon Ekpa out of it completely and focus on the real thing? Or do you think that Bola Ahmed Tinubu holding Simon Ekpa, holding Nnamdi Kanu, what do you want to achieve? Do you want to destabilize the eastern part of the country?
Honestly speaking, that is why I want to appeal to the Southeast that if there are some people that want to destabilize Southeast, don't allow them. Look for Southeastern people. Are you now telling me that the only way you can protest or you can ask for anything is that sit at home? Despite all the way you are dynamic, the way you are versatile in your approach. Honestly speaking, there are so many ways. There are so many ways, like this one Simon Ekpa is doing. You stayed in Finland. You never lived that inland. It is another. I mean, you take it far. Number one. Number two, declaring yourself as a prime minister of a Biafra land, and you win, you control the mind of people. It's another plus for you. Now, all those kind of a God that give you all this kind of a wisdom to do all this kind of a thing. Honestly speaking, ask him for more wisdom to do without violence.
Why do you think that the Finnish government have not taken him to court or charged him? What are they doing up to this moment?
Well, I don't know. That's why I'm saying about his arrest or he's being free. I don't know. Maybe some people say he was invited and he was being questioned. Maybe after the question, maybe they saw that he is not actually did all those things, or they just call him and give him warning that you see this one, you support your struggle, but this one, drop it, or go and lay low. I told you that I fear this man. It's not that I fear him that he want to. I fear him because of his struggle, but I know that this man has something up here, apart from the violence aspect of it ahead, and the strategy. Only God knows where this man. I mean, it will bounce back, and he's coming back. Maybe what Yoruba will call a padababija.
Lastly, are you surprised the way we are seeing American think tanks and advocacy agencies associated with the American government storming Finland for Simon Ekpa? A lot of people are worried. Even the federal government are looking at it that, at what level has this thing gotten to?
Yes,
now?
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, that arresting Simon Ekpa sometimes is maybe a blessing in disguise, because arresting him, it has blown the struggle of Biafra, and everybody has now. It's not that they are not aware of the struggle, but maybe keep reminding them and telling the whole world that it has reached maybe a peak or a particular time that they have to sit down and discuss about it. And if anything will give a federal government headache, so be it. If they don't have headache, what are they doing? Let them have headache. They should have at least small headache, so that they will know that that place they sit down is not a place to rest, or a place they should do the needful. I like giving the FG having headache. Or if FG don't have headache, you see me that we have headache. Let them enjoy the headache. Let them go and be using paracetamol. They too should be having headache sometimes, like that. They should see somebody that will shake them, and they will know that. I told you that I'm surprised about the way Tinubu treats Southeast issue. That if you want to be hot, be hot. If you want to be cold, be cold. Buhari was hot. Operation Python, Operation Crocodile Smile. The Easterner, they know that Buhari don't tolerate nonsense, and they know how they conduct themselves. But this Buhari, this Tinubu is just watching them. Unknown men kill soldier. Tinubu will not talk. Soldier kill unknown government. It doesn't concern him, and I don't like that approach. A lukewarmness. Jesus even saying, "We pour that person out." So why not try to let your stand be known? But he kept quiet, and he started playing politics with what is happening in the Southeast. I don't like it. But when they are giving them headache now, let them go and use paracetamol for their headache.
What you are saying now, is this synonymous to only Southeast? What of these Fulani herdsmen that are killing people? Is Tinubu not saying anything about it? Are you going to tell me that Tinubu is just
no. Let me tell you about that one. I can tell you that Tinubu, concerning what is happening in the north, is making move. I'm telling you, If the way Tinubu is making move in the north, is making move in the south, honestly speaking, we will have seen solution. Tinubu is making move. It's just that people that are after the insecurity in the north, they are powerful people. To tell you that Tinubu is making move, since when have you heard that the Abia man to come out to talk and defend Gumi? Gumi, have you ever heard Gumi talk? Since when they have arrested Badejo, that Fulani yes-man leader, have you ever heard him coming out even to address newsmen? To tell you that Tinubu is making move in the north. It's making move. It's just that people that are after insecurity in that place, they are powerful people, and to the extent that their past administration have watched it, the thing has now graduated. It has extended to some foreign country. To the extent that we are hearing that some foreign powerful people, they have hand in that place, like France. Anywhere there is insecurity, people enjoy. I mean, criminal people, they enjoy it. Like siphoning, okay, like in Zamfara now, we have so many gold in Zamfara. When there is no peace, federal government cannot monitor what is happening in Zamfara, and they can use that as mopier. I mean, to do illegal mining, to do all sorts of war and robbery. They go hand in hand. If there is war now, and everybody, God forbid, this one, boom, 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 boom. The armed robber, they will come and use the opportunity. People the looter will come in. So everywhere where there is insecurity, or where there is war, or where there is crisis, the looter around the place has the grace to do whatever to perpetrate their evil.
If this thing come to leave southwest, not central, and the way it's coming now, possibly to south, and we start seeing Fulani herdsmen, forming an armed attack against the Yorubas and Igbos, what would you want to? Did you see that coming?
It's not that I see it coming. It has come once. Okay. It's not new. And even not this generation. Fulani has always been on our neck for a very long time. Fulani have made attempts to fight all the way from their side and come out. Their father, Usman Fodios, the man said that he's going to fight all the way from the north and go to wash his sword in the ocean. In the ocean. That was his promise. And up to this moment, that agenda was written somewhere. And some people want to pursue it. But whenever they come, they will meet us there. They will meet God.
Because of one word, why do you think that Tinubu doesn't want to release him as in America?
Well, I think everything Tinubu does is about politics. Honestly speaking, politics is part of it. Releasing Nnamdi Kanu, meaning that Tinubu is going against the north. It is some power that holds Nnamdi Kanu in that place. That is my own belief. That the power that holds Nnamdi Kanu in that place, I don't want to say it's beyond Tinubu. It's not beyond Tinubu, but it's beyond what we can sit down here and discuss. People, let Tinubu release Nnamdi Kanu today, then you will hear cry from the north.